Alright.
Are we going full, like, animated Sword in the Stone with Merlin-style beard here that, it hangs all the way to the fucking ground?
Or alternatively, it's so big and wide and bushy that you could, like, it's like a cloud just underneath your face, and you could just, like, have somebody take a nap in it or whatever. Maybe, like, we like to think it's the latter case. We like to think he's got this big, broad, super hyper bushy beard that goes down to, like, his waist or whatever, but it's also, like, as wide as he is,
It's pretty ridiculous, which is why Aldis shaves it all the time.
It's a living, sentient blanket.
Organic blanket.
Welcome back, attractive and well-educated watchers, to a brand new episode of The Frontier. Last time we left off, there was a snallygaster and keg golems and rotten alcohol everywhere, and we totally forgot to change the pickle juice that was being shot at people into acid damage and not poison damage. But let it be noted for future DMs wanting to use keg golems, if they hold pickles, that's acid damage. And then a pickled dwarf fell out of the last keg golem and is apparently alive. Everybody introduce yourselves, and then we'll go on into some block text.
I'm Anase Skyrider, playing Aldis Ronan, the Human Armor Artificer. And last week, after our long rest, we forgot to roll on the Belt of Dwarven Kind, so let it be known that, canonically, everybody just completely failed to either notice or mention the glorious, voluminous dwarven beard that Aldis had been fighting with this entire time.
Nice. Needs braids.
Thing's gonna be a pain to clean out.
It is.
I think it would be more efficient just to cut it off.
Adam.
I am Adam, playing Tornor Firestrike, the dwarven wildfire druid, who's still laughing about the beard, and is kind of wondering if it is as glorious as mine, but mine's been singed, so...
When is it ever not singed?
I'm Flicker. I'm playing Kalden, the Blade Singer, Arcane Trickster multiclass.
Olek.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I swear this microphone. Okay, I am playing Olek, a moderately decently good-looking hobgoblin kind of creature that is very charming, but also not quite the brightest.
And also freaked out at the end of last session and told Aldis that he has to buy him a drink and ask him about the local area, or we can't be friends anymore.
Yeah.
Which was awesome! Like, peak Oleking right there. Oh, yes.
Oh, it's about to get worse.
Well, I guess I better finish this off.
Yes.
I'm Seth Gautomia. I play Anarl, the druid Harangon, and the requisite group furry.
We love that that's like a qualifier that you actually have to include. It's true.
I mean, because every group has at least one furry.
Usually, actually, now that you mention it, someone's got a tiefling,
Anarl's only goal in
tails, or whatever.
Anarl's
Like,
only goal in
everyone has
life
their
is to give
mascot?
birth to 90% of the town population.
That's
Not like
actually
90%.
true. Just like 40%. Oh god. Good start. Alright. So we're gonna do a little before we know that Olek wants to Olek and Aldis want to do a thing, but before we do that, you guys are, except for Olek's gone. You guys are still technically in the cellar with this dwarf on the floor, so we're gonna do a bit of block text real quick if you don't mind.
We can do the Olek part later.
Sure.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
Olek
Olek
is
could
out,
easily be
so until they
distracted by the dwarf.
Olek is out. Until they come out, there's nothing Oleky about it.
Okay. Yeah, that's what we're thinking. After a dreadful battle with the keg golems and Snallygaster, you are mostly tattered but still standing, if covered in thousands of years spoiled vinegar and wine. Your senses are starting to overload as the last keg bursts open and drops out a dwarf, evidently pickled in magic brine for only the gods know how long. He coughs on the ground before shaking a bit on the cold, wet stone floor with a long moan. His skin, paled and slightly green, is wrinkled and the hair of his beard pulls out of his grotesque flesh as he stirs on the stone below. Clearly, this dwarf is unwell, and if the spiders are to be believed, must have logically been in a pickle keg for thousands of years at the least. Maybe since the collapse itself. But the smell is becoming too much. You all need to clear out before the fumes overcome you. Aldis, you in particular know the dangers of being stuck underground with noxious gases. What do you do?
Well, I guess first we gotta collect up the dwarf.
I lean over to him and speaking in Dwarven ask, "Are you all right?"
He goes...
"Let's get you out of here." And Aldis goes to help pick him up.
Roll a strength check. We got her. Blam.
19.
You haul that disgusting, smelly, slimy dwarf onto your fortunately armored shoulders and have good reason to worry about the paint as you haul him up out into the kitchen area. Everybody, and by everybody we mean all of the zombies, look at you and go,
Don't mind the pickled dwarf. We got this.
And they all go back to their work. We assume you haul him out to the outside land?
Yeah, let's get him out of here.
Alright.
Let's get him some fresh. Let's get him some particularly fresh air.
Close the trapdoor behind us for safekeeping.
Yeah.
Probably good. So, and it's also just, like, super gross in there. So why would you want to keep it open? So you bring the dwarf outside. The dwarf continues to be largely unresponsive. What?
Is there any way I can... Let me... Speaking in mechanical terms, is there any way I can identify whether or not casting Cure Wounds would help him?
That would be a medicine. Yeah, that would be medicine, absolutely. Anybody who has medicine.
I was about to say, I've got a really good medicine, so Inaro can do the medicine check. She's quite literally a doctor, sorta, kinda.
Is she?
Inaro,
Are you proficient?
Yes. Proficient in medicine. She is.
Oh wow, she's very proficient in medicine. It's true, yeah. No. Wow.
So
no lie.
Once they're
+8?
outside, I was gonna say +8. Once they're outside, she's gonna be immediately wanting to check him because he's been pickled for 1,000-something years and is still alive. This is very interesting.
Unprecedented medical marvel. Yeah. So go ahead, roll your medicine.
He was able to hold his breath for quite some time.
He is clearly poisoned with something. Something that is keeping him from being able to do anything. Yeah.
Boy, he looks fucked up.
He's
Did somebody
very
say poison?
Indeed.
Can I say that while this is all going down, Calden is cleaning himself off with prestidigitation? Because he did get soaked in that crap.
Just remember, prestidigitation only affects items, so you can clean off your clothing and your armor and your hat, but you can't get it out of your hair or off your skin.
I'll use my decanter then.
That would be acceptable.
Just
Yeah.
gonna spray yourself down, like,
shower.
get it off!
Alright.
I'm going to.
And if you really want to
protection
make me,
from
I'll
poison.
use some soap too.
You touch a creature, if it's poisoned, you neutralize it.
Oh, good. As you cast the spell of neutralization upon him, he vomits up goodness knows what. Some black liquid that goes for seconds at a time before he slumps back over in the grass next to the pool. What happened?
Good God! What the hell? Holy shit!
Sir, I think you've been in there for an incredibly long time. Do you know what year it is?
Where am I?
You know what year it is and all this?
What happened? Oh.
That's what we'd like to know, sir.
What's
You
the
were
last thing
inside
you
of a
remember?
peg golem.
You were pickled for a good time.
A keg golem? I was pickled? The man is clearly very confused.
Yeah, I think he needs a minute.
By the way,
obviously-
if nobody here in the party actually knew, it is presently the 19th millennium of the humanome era.
Alright.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful.
what your calendars say in this world.
I feel like I'm gonna need to add a calendar to the splash screen.
Hey, Shy,
Yes.
would there be a way to identify what that crap that came out of him was?
That would also be medicine, yes.
Oh.
It's probably long, putrefied and fermented pickle stuff. Just, like, without any medicine needed.
Yeah, Gnarl's not going to want to get near that. Just because the smell must be horrendous.
It really is fortunate that you were in a canyon and it generally has a pleasant breeze. Yes. So, yeah, he's lying. He's very confused. He does not seem to be able to move. He seems completely exhausted. So exhausted that he is maybe only a little bit away from death. He clearly needs to rest, but he can talk, at least. Admittedly, he's very confused.
Sir, we're gonna get you somewhere you can rest. You're safe now, okay?
When's now? How long was I in?
A long time.
We can't tell you exactly how many years, but
I remember going to test the wine, and then I must have slipped and fallen into one of the vats.
Okay. So you were in there for at least 4 digits of years.
Oh, what happened? Oh no. Oh, my boss is gonna be so angry that I didn't show up for work.
Your boss
sir,
is dead.
I have good news for you. Your boss is dead.
Oh no. Oh, how is Lucy going to take care of the kids now?
They're all dead. Sir.
There's some bad news with that part.
Unfortunately, I think everybody you know might be dead, sir.
Oh, small blessings then. That's a lot of money I don't have to pay to some people.
Out of character, how much do you think my spell slots are worth?
He's completely exhausted and still kind of irpy. You'd be irpy too if you were pickled.
Yeah, for a
I'd be
good couple
casting
thousand years.
lesser restoration on him if I wasn't out of slots.
That would have also worked.
Is he's stable though,
He's
right?
he's stable. He's just completely exhausted and he's still covered in disgusting pickle juice, which obviously would cause anybody to be a little nauseous.
I'm gonna create water and just kind of wash him off.
Unfortunately, the washing can only get the pickle juice off of him. It does not restore his the color to his skin or get rid of the greenness from it. And he exudes pickle smell. It's just coming out of his every pore.
He's gonna have to grow a whole new set of skin for this.
He's gonna have to
Let's
at
get him
least
somewhere.
Yeah. He cannot move, but he is like responsive because he's so exhausted. You can still ask him questions. He clearly came from somewhere.
Well, let's get him.
We know where he came from.
Hmm?
I think we know where he came from.
Well, he came from
pickle.
a pickle. a pickle cake.
Kids is where babies come from.
This is where little dwarfs come from in this universe. They come from pickle barrels. Oh,
I
clearly.
can't tell if this is part of that reality warping thing we were warned about, or if this is... Wow. I got nothing. Let's just get this guy laid down and figure out what else we're going to do today.
Get him to safety.
Turner brings up
Yeah.
a good point.
Oh,
He might only be alive because reality no longer existed around him.
For a time.
Like he was frozen in time, if you will.
Yeah.
as you walk him toward the camp, he looks around and says, "Where's the city?"
There is no city, sir.
There wasn't the city. This is what we got when we got here. There hasn't been any sign of any other habitation except for where you came out of.
Where's the mountain?
Where's the mountain?
We're in a valley, sir. The mountains are around us.
No, the mountain. Where's the mountain upon which the city is built, obviously.
Which direction was the mountain?
The mountain was here. I live in the city. Where is this?
We may have to talk for a minute. Let's get you some rest real quick. There's a lot that you may not be actually aware of.
Alright, you get him back to camp. Olek is in camp, probably pretty sore. You may now do Olek things. If Olek is here. Is
The
Olek
Olekening
here?
may begin.
Olek?
I'm suspecting mic troubles.
Or maybe
It does
stepped
feel
away
You
like
from
that.
still owe you still owe Olek a drink. You better go. You
Olek
better go
Mike-
fix that.
Olek
He was
Mike
pissed.
might have been crashing. Yeah, Mike may be crashing. Yeah,
I think
Olek's
maybe
pissed,
if I
though.
talk to him some more, I can reason with Olek, because clearly I was acting in Olek's best interests of the safety of the group.
But did... Oh, wait, no. Sorry. Pau wasn't there. She was doing things in the kitchen or whatever.
We just wave to her as we bring a pickled dwarf out of the
Him.
cellar after a
Oh,
couple
no,
minutes
never
of
mind.
loud noises.
Sorry, go on, Calden.
No, I thought
Okay.
he was talking about Olek.
No, yeah.
Well, I guess while Olek gets that figured out, we can figure out the dwarf more.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, you can get the dwarf to, like crash tent or what have you, and lay him down in a cot or on a bedroll, and he,
Aldis brought all kinds of extras, so he could definitely get his own tent.
Excellent.
Along with all the other dwarves, so at least he's not too
He,
freaked out.
He does not seem to like the fact that he is not in his city.
Yeah.
Hang on. Were you in the restaurant or inn thing when you were tasting the wine?
No, I was in the production warehouse. I work for the warehouse. I was taste testing the wine, obviously. And then I must have fallen into one of the pickle barrels. We have many clients. Yeah, we have many clients, and there are restaurants on that list. Oh no. Did they just package me up and send me off to be eaten?
I don't think it was intentional, but the packaging part probably did happen considering we found you in the cellar.
I don't think anybody knew you were in there, sir, and things happened while you were in there, sir. The mountain, the city you're talking about, it's not here anymore. A long time has passed.
I had
the mountain somewhere else.
I had Balwer as my best man at my wedding, and he didn't even check. Oh,
We don't know what happened to your society, sir.
What's the name of the city that you're from? Let's start there. What's the name of the city?
Mountain Home or Mount Home.
Do we know anything about that? Is that even a thing that we've heard of?
No.
I'll be honest, that sounds like a very generic dwarf city name.
It's completely apropos.
If any of you have knowledge, any history skill or whatever, you can roll it, but we'll just tell you straight off, that's like 50 that's like 50 different dwarven capitals or whatever throughout all of history, so it's just like, okay, yeah, sure, that narrows it down. It's like asking about a king of France named Louis.
Well, good news is, Anaro could name all 50 of those dwarven cities called Mountain Home.
She absolutely could. And she could tell you exactly where each one of them is, and when they were founded, and all that.
I can't believe you crit 25.
Who knew that Inarel was secretly a dwarven history and geopolitics fanatic? Who knew? As well as like a crypt spider research enthusiast or whatever.
Al is just critting all these knowledge checks while Aldis is just slightly behind.
Right.
I'd say for the crypt spiders, the good excuse there is, just study of general nature. As for the Dwarven City one, yeah, I can't think of anything for that. I mean, it would explain why she knows Dwarven.
She does. Oh, well, there you go. Clearly, she is a dwarven enthusiast. Obviously, she must be losing her shit being with Torner and Aldis all the time.
I will say most of the race languages I went for were the short races. The only exception being Elven, but she knows Common, Elven, Druidic, Dwarven, and Gnomish.
She's nice. the shorty races. Oh man, that's hilarious.
She can speak shorty.
And RL speaks short. Good to know. All right. So yeah, it's clear that he's talking about some other mountain somewhere. He fell into the pickling vat or a pickling keg or whatever and that keg got turned into a keg golem and walked itself here. Clearly. And now he is a little distraught that nobody, tried to look for him before that happened.
Well, it's a distinct possibility that someone did come looking for you, but probably a couple thousand years ago.
It's possible
it's been a little while since you went missing.
Yeah, and it's possible that they didn't have time, because considering you were still alive in the barrel, chaos might have come shortly after. Because this area is kind of fresh.
Oh no.
Sorta, as far as we know.
It must have been the magical preservation magic that we use on our keg lining that kept me alive the entire time.
Oh.
Who would have thought
lost magic.
Immortality was pickled keg lining?
Magical keg lining.
But hey, that's a lost magic. Probably. Maybe.
That is absolutely a lost magic. You're not aware of anybody who knows how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
What day was it? What year was it when you kind of fell into the pickle juice?
2172. Obviously. your people do not even consider years by that kind of way about things.
Oh yeah, you've been way out of the loop for a while, man. We don't even
Our calendar,
We have a different
calendar is
match.
completely different. Our calendar's been different for what 1,800 years now.
19 millennia.
19 millennia. It's been different for 19,000 years.
Oh no. Oh, jeez.
But you look on the bright side, don't get depressed. You did break the record for oldest dwarf in ever.
That's kind of cool, I guess.
Sir, I think you'll be a
He is
celebrity among
He
your
is
kind.
speaking in Dwarven, by the way, so if you don't speak Dwarven, you can't understand him.
That is probably something you should have said at the beginning.
Would you
I
rather
mean,
he be speaking in the ancient tongue?
I just figured if anybody was here who didn't speak Dwarven, at least one of us was translating in real time.
I think that goes without saying.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
I think
Okay, so yeah,
they're giving him the cliff notes.
yeah. He coughs and spits a little bit like we just did, and he seems a little downcast, but at least he is the oldest dwarf ever. So there's that.
I think you need to get some rest and regain your strength, sir.
It legitimately sounds like he must have come from before the collapse. So, he goes to sleep. Things are reasonable. He, does ask for some water first, which is also reasonable because he's probably very salty.
Yeah. Then Inara will, give him some water from her decanter.
Nice.
She's gonna kind of, be tending to him medically, because, medicine.
Obviously. For that matter, roll a medicine, just real quick. Just to do it,
Hey, that's a better roll.
Nice.
23.
You think you can get this guy back on his feet in a week? If you do everything right, you think you can get this guy back on his feet in a week?
Gonna have to gather some herbs, make some stuff during that week.
Well, he's amazingly well preserved. It's just such a shame that you destroyed the barrel that he was in, thus leaving very little to be properly studied.
Well, there's at least 6 barrels worth of study stuff.
There's a lot of barrels, but those weren't keg golem barrels from the ancient times.
I mean, the other barrels might be worth checking at least.
Maybe.
Yeah. We'll have to find
I'll
out
go
later.
down there, and I've got some Arcana skill. I can go down and take a look at them.
Maybe
I'm definitely
This
looking.
is Aldis's job.
it's
No.
It's poisonous
yes.
air down there right now. So
crap.
none of you are going down, as you recall.
Yeah,
Well,
shit.
I mean, Aldis does have advantage against poison and resistance to poison damage, so I mean, he could kind of be the guinea pig here if we need to grab it, get in and out.
Aldis, you still
I
need
think
to
we're
breathe.
in no rush.
I'm sorry, Shy?
Aldis, you still need to breathe.
There is a lack of
we're
oxygen.
Yeah, the
How long
oxygen's
can
been
you hold your
displaced.
breath?
Let's
It's a minute per Constitution modifier, by the way.
5 minutes, then.
Rough.
Oh no,
Wait.
where's Olek?
So like,
Wait, Oleg's probably gonna come back. Probably. So yeah, you have officially a pickled dwarf who came from somewhere else. You might even be able to find out where.
hey, Shy,
Yeah.
do familiars need to breathe?
Yeah.
They don't need to eat or drink. Presumably-
Oh yeah,
Presumably they need to breathe.
MD5 could help.
Like an MD5 lift barrels.
How?
MD5 probably doesn't need to breathe.
How can your homunculus help?
He's got a strength score of 4. Bag of holding is, 15 pounds? I think, nah, that might be too low.
Yeah, that's too low.
That is too low.
ESET
Especially
is
for a tiny creature, not just a small one.
ESET is reinstalling software.
Oh,
shit.
Amazing.
It's apparently that bad. So
As a construct, MD5 is also immune to poison.
yeah, as a construct, MD5 is also immune to breathing, so that's true.
Yeah, I understand how MD5 could survive. I just don't see how it could help us.
I mean, creatures can combine their strength, so you can work with Starwing.
Yeah, I don't think that stuff's going anywhere. For a
I
minute.
just
Might as
said
well let it air
Starwing
out.
needed to breathe.
Starwing does need to breathe? I didn't hear that.
Probably.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, here's the thing. Those barrels have been sitting down there for a good long time. I think another day or so won't kill them.
That's kind of where we're at.
But then we would need to air out the cellar, otherwise it's not
And-
really
But
going anywhere.
somebody closed the trap door.
Yeah, so that poison doesn't fill the halls.
These are
I think
reasonable.
that. Hang on. I think that would actually be a pretty good thing. Just saying.
I don't. Are undead immune to poison?
Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
it's the undead I'm trying to kill?
Yeah, I
True.
think they are immune to it.
Do you think it's the undead I'm trying to get rid of there?
Yeah.
Well,
I know what you're hinting at. You're hinting at the spiders.
too, we don't know.
So we got this random pickled dwarf who is from before the collapse, who is officially the oldest dwarf ever in existence
That you know of.
that we know of, which means that this area that we're in right now used to be some portion of civilized, to the point where the rules of reality as we know them now would have been pushed back.
I thought that was obvious by the fact that there was an inn.
Well, yeah, but now we got this living being here that somehow wasn't filled with frickin' herbs growing out from under his damn nails.
He's right.
I'm going with that.
I mean, nature kind of goes with the nature reclaims shit with a vengeance on the borders.
So,
Yeah.
do you guys remember that theory I had about the inside of the inn being sealed off? Do you remember that? Yeah, I'm just gonna point that out right now.
I don't quite remember what you're talking about, sorry.
It was
The
pretty
inside of
ob-
the inn, the inside of the inn being protected from reality fucking up.
Right.
Probably something to do with that barrier and alarm system.
Just gonna point out that the dwarf not turning into plants, just lends a little bit of credibility to that.
But there
So
were
that means that there were protective
spiders.
magics for the chaos.
Well, there was protective magics, but you also know that the spiders may have been normal spiders before they became giant, horrifying crypt monsters, possibly from the chaos. So, a little hole in your
True.
hypothesis there.
We know maybe
that has
possibly.
already been established, in the thing. Yeah.
Well, if the spiders came from outside the inn, then maybe they were changed out there, and once they became this level of intelligence, they got their way in or something.
They have specifically stated that they at least believe that this restaurant is the place of their species' birth.
Right.
It's the Temple of
Gotcha.
Genesis,
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
The spiders also believe that we're the proprietors, so I don't know if we should be taking everything they say.
They are not terribly reliable narrators. This is absolutely correct. They clearly do not know the reality of their own past. You are absolutely... Yes, Colin, you are 100% accurate on this. Very much. So, well, we're still waiting for Olek, who is, it's probably the worst it's been. So, what are you guys
how
planning
much
on
or how
doing?
little you're gonna have to edit out of all this.
Yeah, what are you guys planning on doing in the meantime?
What?
I was gonna say we could do a short rest.
At least a short rest, and then maybe go back down to deal with our arrangement. I honestly forget the precise details of the arrangement with the spiders, but I did also want to go into the garden.
The contract with the spiders was that you would clear out the remaining areas of the non-hotel portion of the dungeon for 17 bolts of silk cloth, which you will receive upon clearing out the dungeon.
So we do still need to clear out the garden, which is what I thought.
Yes, you are still,
breather.
Well, and there's no specific time limit to it. You will be paid when services are rendered.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate it? Because I'm still chuckling about this. Good news, sir. Your boss is dead.
God damn.
And don't you love that he was actually a little distraught at that? He was like, whoa, that's not bad. How's his wife gonna take care of the kids?
Then when she was dead, he was like, oh, thank God.
Oh, well.
Those people I have to pay.
Silver linings, right? I think everybody's dead. Oh, jeez. Well, good. I don't have to pay some people back.
Oh my goodness, what debts did this guy have, I wonder?
Oh, well, he was a guy who
was he getting in the barrel in an accident, or did somebody just get really pissed at him?
The world may never know.
Investigate a multi-thousand-year-old murder.
There ain't no statute of limitations on attempted murder.
The world may
Revenge
never
doesn't
know.
have a statute of limitations. He'll find their dusty corpse and beat it up.
Reality itself unwinding can't seize this investigation.
Oh my God.
We must check him for fibers from his attacker.
Maybe there was a struggle. I'm using my...
You can see based on the pattern of wrinkling on his skin that he was grabbed by the throat.
God damn.
Clearly, this forensic analysis spell will allow us to tell that he was hit with a wrench!
The Sherlock Holmes spell.
Oh, God. I'm not skilled in investigation, but I've got some killer insight. I can probably
I
roll
got
to
the
see if anyone
investigation.
I just have
play the
every
bad cop.
intelligence skill.
Hey,
No,
Adam, roll insight.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Because I do have investigation too.
God damn it.
You know what? You're not sure that guy is telling the truth about being a taste tester.
It's hard to read.
Oh.
He's really hard to read. I mean, he's kind of delirious, but I don't think he was on the up and up about what he was doing.
Maybe he was a thief?
Maybe he worked in the warehouse. You know, he had access to it, but, you know, and, you know, he's talking about his boss and stuff like that, but you don't think he was officially the taste tester.
He was the quote-unquote taste tester.
Right.
And there goes my dreams of having renewed beer, alcohols from thousands of years ago by employing this man.
No.
Well, you never know what he might know.
Hang on, Anais. He was the taste tester, not the brewer.
He just said, we know is that he said he was tasting it. That doesn't mean he wasn't also the brewer, or at the very least he might not know something.
Well, we could probably, get more information out of him once he's feeling a little better.
We love all the speculation, too. My God, let's know everything about this man. Was he really the taste tester, or was he just some random guy? Does he know anything about the brew? Can we learn the brew from him?
Well, I mean, he would still be a very good source of knowledge, because he is literally an ancient.
Well,
he probably knows... He probably knows, like, casual stuff we've lost.
Oh, he's a first-hand account of the ancient days, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, if we're gonna be short resting, I'm actually gonna go back into the ruins, and I'm gonna go into the proprietor's rooms, and I'm going to
all of them.
I'm going to
Remember, there are some killer carpets.
One. Yeah, I know. I mean, I know which one it is.
Do you want Aldis to come with to help?
No.
Alright then.
I'm
Good luck on
going.
those saving throws.
I'm going to be casting Comprehend Languages, and I'm going to be reading some of those books.
Ah.
Very nice.
Nice. Okay. No, that's one moment was we're gonna. That deserves a roll. All right. Let's fiction reference and
Now, Comprehend Languages is not a concentration spell. Does that
No,
mean
it just lasts, as we recall.
it lasts the hour? But does that mean I'm going to get the short rest too?
So the first book that you pick up is a reference guide to making fine wines and growing vineyards.
Well, hey, there you go.
Aldis calls dibs.
You don't know shit.
It's all in the ancient tongue. Nobody. This is just called in picking up a random book from that bookshelf and the first thing and ooh, look, wine.
Holden is going to throw that one into his bag of holding.
Just yoink it. Okay.
I'm gonna need a really good drink after all this. Clap. Book and bag.
Add ancient vineyard reference guide, £2. No, sorry, £4 to your inventory.
Is this the
Books are
first
heavy.
one finding
Technically-
Vindorado?
Technically, it's going to be going in Starwing's inventory because that's the one that keeps track of my bag of holding.
Oh, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Just imagine an owl flapping next to you with a little bag hanging from its feet.
No. The bag of holding is on my belt. It's just I'm using the inventory weight management.
Yeah, he's making it easier on himself with that one.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Which is not a terrible idea.
No, that makes
It's
a lot
not.
of sense.
Ancient Vineyard reference. All right, so that's £4.
Yep, £4. It's a chonky book, We said 2, but then we remembered that medieval books are literally twice as heavy in every way.
All right.
It's a book. Yeah.
It's a book. It's a thick book.
Welcome
Oh my
back.
God, Olek, are you here?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
we can hear you.
yes, woo, yeah.
Sorry
Oh
about that.
man, no, it's totally cool. There's been very funny conversations. It's
Okay.
cool.
What's the
Oh.
last thing you remember so we can catch you up to speed real quick?
You guys were talking with or about the vinegar dwarf.
Okay, that- I'm sorry, but that does not narrow it down.
Oh
What we
man.
established was that the Vinegar Dwarf was officially the oldest dwarf in
Hang on.
existence.
Hang on. We could just accept that Olek has no idea about any of this because he wasn't there.
Yeah, that's true.
This is true. Yeah, we do need to fill Olek in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Someone still owes her a drink. Someone still owes him a drink.
specifically, Aldis owes him a drink.
Yeah, we figured this out.
It says in the notebook.
You decided on your own.
No, the notebook decided.
No one questions the notebook.
You do not. Ever.
No, shut
Yeah,
up.
well, this conversation is going to get really good.
Alright, so now that you have laid the Pickled Dwarf down, or we suppose the Vinegar Dwarf, Olek is somewhere in camp, probably pretty pissed off, so...
So Alice might need to go talk to him.
So proceed with your Oleking
Is
and
the map that Flickr drew, is that still actual? Is that the map that it's...
I think that's going to
This
be
is
the
the map of the
actual
valley.
one.
That is going to be the actual map until it's not. Until it is.
So the verdants, so the verdants are slightly off, right? The hobgoblins are slightly off camp. Slightly. Up to,
So
well.
where
Oh, I
you
know
where
what
you
you're
know where
talking about.
you know where it
so-
says Water Spring and Ruin, and then there's that big river south of the dot that says Ruin.
Just FYI, the text is a little hard to read, especially if you're on a slow connection. It takes a bit to update.
It's
the red,
really,
the red
it's
smudge
the really
is the ruin.
wide. It's the really wide blue line that he's talking about.
Yeah. So you guys are somewhere near the red dot and the giant blue in between the little blue line and the giant blue line. So yeah.
Hang on.
Okay, the question is he slightly off? Because what I would say then is that Olek went back and warned all of his buddies, and they're already there with their little sticks.
Yes! Okay, yes, we see what you're saying. Yes, each one of you can basically have your respective group camps. Yes. Oh my god. Yes, that's perfect. Yes, so as you come, you see a bunch of... And remember, Olek is actually one of the only tall ones of his own people. All of the rest of them are small-sized. So as you come back, there's a bunch of little goblins that are, green or blue or whatever goblins that are just standing around with their little spears pointed at you, like, all angry.
Yeah, and Olek in front.
Probably some old babushka shaman lady in the back chanting around and dancing. She does that. Maybe even a half elf trying to be like, "Sweetie, please be reasonable."
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I did have a little bit of connection issues, so I'm trying to process what's going on.
Okay, look. Let's recap in case someone, let's recap from the last.
Olek has assembled a goblin army.
Well,
his buddies. That's his buddies, right? Like his family, basically.
Yes.
But think about it like this.
A goblin militia.
Yeah, his little goblin militia.
Little gobbo
This
spears.
looks like it's going to be good. I'm going to watch this clusterfuck from here.
Torner in the background throws out his fold-out chair, just BAM! Sits on down and grabs.
And
Even better, I'm going to use
time that
mold
Calden
earth.
just walks off because he doesn't give a damn.
I'm going to use mold earth to make a chair to just sit down and watch this clusterfuck.
Torner makes a chair out of the ground
dirt.
to just boom. He's here for this. He's like super here for this.
Mold earth, more like mold chair.
Yeah. All right, so Aldis, what are you doing? This is on you.
I don't understand why you're angry, Olek. I was just protecting you. It was going to attack you.
Oh man.
I saw everything. There was a golem, and he was nice and peaceful, and then you did magic, my Grimishka was screaming, and the golem attacked me. And when I asked you, and I told you that you have to, make sure that you're still my friend, you rejected. You are not my friend.
Oh, Olek, please, calm down.
Do not come near my people with your weird, awkward magic. Hair person.
Aldis still has the beard.
It's beardlier than it's ever been.
Aldis, just completely confused, doesn't know what to do, begins stroking the entire length of the beard.
Weird
Olek.
person.
What if I brew you the best beer you've ever tasted?
Olek takes out the notebook and checks.
Of course.
Together with the rest of the group of the little goblins.
Check the notebook. Check the notebook. Yeah.
My people know a lot about brewing, and I brought some of them with me. Once we have our farm set up, and we're growing all sorts of grain, I can make you the best dwarven stout you've ever tasted.
One moment. Olek goes and sits with his buddies, and they use, what was it? Hellion talk, demon talk, something like that?
Goblin.
Yeah. They use
just speak
goblin to talk.
Yeah.
To be fair, they know all kinds of languages. But yeah, they use goblin, and we talk to each other, figuring this out, together with the booklet. Because the booklet says You have to say you're new, offer to buy a drink, and ask for information about the local area. So, he offers to make a drink, which is the same as buying a drink, except maybe better.
Maybe, yeah, it's true. Maybe
But
there's
he
more.
did not say that he's new, and he did not ask for information about the area. So I'm gonna go back and see if I can fix that.
Consult the book, the holy notebook of Olek.
So here we're figuring this out. So you're saying you're making me a drink.
Yes.
When?
As soon as our farms are up and ready, I could maybe petition the druids for some help. Aldis turns to Torner, sitting in the earth chair. Maybe we can... and God damn it, I can't. And maybe I could petition one of the druids to expedite this plant growth, if you will.
Alright, so
I'll druid craft one little handful of wheat next to me.
alright, so now we have to figure this out. Because you are not new. You are new. Are you new?
Well, I am not very well acquainted with your people. I'm
Okay,
new to
so
this
you
part of the valley,
saying
so I'm
you're
new
new?
around here.
Alright. Okay, that's two. That's two or three. 2 or 3. We're getting somewhere here.
Maybe you could tell me about your people over a nice stout?
Alright, now we have it. Alright, now, here's the deal. We're gonna be wary and careful. Yeah? We're gonna be nice, but we're gonna be careful and keep an eye on you until you give us the stout, and then we can sit down with the stout and talk about our people, and then we're good to go.
Sounds like a deal.
Alright, buddies, friends, family, we have a deal.
Alright.
Aldis
Excellent.
walks over to
Excellent.
Torner. Aldis walks over to Torner, puts his hand on his shoulder and leans in real close, beard on beard. You're helping me with this.
Oh, that was totally worth it. Yes, I will help
This is
you.
the price of admission.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Yeah. I'll
So
help you.
we have added a thing
Thank
to
you.
Olek's notebook on how to talk to people. We have put "or people" at the end of the first thing. Say you're new, offer to buy them a drink, and ask about the information about the local area or people. Because after all, that was the compromise here, so it must be added
Yeah.
to the notebook.
But local area people, let's not be that finicky.
So-
It is information.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay, probationarily, Aldis, you are forgiven. Probationarily. Until you get that stout. Oh man. So we trust somebody is now going to fill Olek in on what the hell's going on.
Somebody
Yeah,
who's
you
not
go-
Aldis, because Aldis is busy
you
trying
go-
to get that
I'm
going.
already there watching this clusterfuck. So while you go figure out what all you need, just let me know where you want to start growing that stuff. I'll fill Olek in on the Pickled Dwarf.
Pickle dwarf, vinegar dwarf, brine man.
I'm gonna wave Olek down and be like, Olek, come here, and I'm gonna druid craft another chair just because I can.
Mold earth another
As soon-
chair.
As soon as he molds another chair, I take out my Grimishka and wiggle it around, just making sure.
The Grimishka is absolutely chattering maniacally at the mold earth spell being used.
It would end as soon as it's done, though.
It's instantaneous. It would chatter for like half of a chatter and then just kind of thing.
It doesn't chatter during just the duration. It chatters when spells are being used or have been used nearby.
Oh, it's like it's like
detects-
radiation detection.
It
It's like
detects
detecting radiation.
spellcraft. Yes.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay. So it's not like an instant thing. It's like a Geiger counter.
Yes, exactly. It is literally a thing that Merrick can carry, or Olek, sorry,
Olek.
can carry around, and literally, if somebody casts a spell in the nearby area, it goes and clatters its fucking horrifying nightmare teeth together.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I shouldn't have made another chair.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna stay distant. I'm gonna stay distant.
Okay, so
I
that
think the
thing
chair was
works a
sufficient.
little bit
How about
differently.
we stand over that?
All right, yeah, we'll do that. That thing works a little differently than I thought it did.
Hilarious. We love this so much.
So basically, what happened with the Pickled Dwarf thing guy that we found, turns out that he's ancient. He's like from before the calamity, collapse, whatever thing happened, and well, he's officially the oldest dwarf in existence right now. But I don't know that he's completely on the up and up with what he was doing when he wound up in one of them golem thingies. So it'll take a little while for him to get back on his feet, but maybe we can get some more info out of him later.
It's magical.
He himself is not magical.
No, he's just a regular dwarf. He just popped out of, a magical keg golem.
He's feeling a little green, though.
But
It's
green,
not
green is
untrue.
nice. No, we're all green over here. Green is nice. Just like a
Yeah, Olek doesn't judge based on who being green. Olek's aquamarine.
Yeah.
And as we all know, that rhymes with green. Close enough.
That may
But
be
it's not
actually
that.
how
It's
Olek thinks about
he's
it.
aquamarine, but like his people, they're all greenish, right? All
Yeah.
different shades of green. So as a result, green is just not the color that's weird.
Yeah, he's part of goblins. Green is like where it's at. So yeah, Olek, you are filled in that there is a pickled dwarf, and he comes from the ancient times, before the collapse, before chaos reclaimed reality.
You know what that means?
Huh.
Chaos didn't find him.
At least it didn't kill him. It didn't affect him. He's here, man.
And he's alive. Do you know what that means? He was able to beat time.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, that's true. That is what that would imply. Olek would be able to quickly put that together.
Oh yeah.
Time.
Oh yeah, it's all
I
coming
have to
together.
investigate that.
Are you going to are you going to investigate that right now?
I'm going to investigate the goop he came out of, and the golem place, and the keg and whatever. I'm gonna investigate.
You may want to wait on that because it kind of filled with some poison gas. It ain't exactly safe to go back down there right now.
Did they try to poison the dwarf?
No, they didn't try to poison the dwarf. It was just a result of, him fermenting for a few thousand years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All that
Yeah.
and pickle stuff is it doesn't smell very good.
It's already
In
bad
fact,
enough, but
if you tilt your head up a little bit and just sniff the air, I think you can still pick up the faintest of pickle scents on the air.
It does smell
probably the
kind of
dwarf.
pickly.
all of you are all covered in pickle juice, so that would be a thing.
I'm not.
I
Your
would have
clothes
used,
aren't.
I
Alright,
would
you
have used
watched.
a cleaning stone, to be fair, before going to my people.
Oh, right, yeah, oh my god, so, sorry, guys, about that cleaning stone. So we need it to be known that the cleaning stone is 1 foot in diameter, which it says in its description, and we've totally been treating these cleaning stones like they're little rocks that you carry around in your pocket or what.
Joke's on you, and Earl hasn't been carrying the cleaning stone.
Yeah, so, you pretty much can't carry the cleaning stone at this point.
Wait a
They're very
second,
bulky.
wait. Would it fit in a bag of many holdings?
It would. It
mean,
would.
it's
Yes.
big.
I feel a slight jostling as the reality kind of sets in that this is not a little stone; it's a foot diameter stone. I feel a little
Yeah.
jiggling in my bag of holding suddenly, like as reality reclaims this thing for
Hang
its
on.
own.
Did all three of you take a cleaning stone?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I
what
brought
they're
prestidigitation and lots of soap.
they're used. They're used in like wide magic societies where in the town
No, I
square
know what it is. It's just...
we're explaining for the people. They're used
Alright.
in wide magic societies where you'll have a cleaning stone in the town square and people will go and like get their free shower or whatever in the morning or after the long day. It'll be like encased in a statue or in a fountain or whatever.
Yeah, that's literally what Inarl's people did. They have it in a little pedestal thing. Put your hand on it, get clean.
Yeah, exactly. So call that, that was a DM mistake, but we like Torner's interpretation of it way better. The reality reclaims this rule. It's one of the first stabilizations of this region.
Alright, so
Bag of holding, and I go.
So we can no longer carry the stone with us?
No. Well, you can in, like, a bag of holding.
I'm gonna keep it in the bag of holding it.
Hey,
That's
Shy.
fine. That's fine, yeah.
I just remembered. Aldis has a chest of preserving, i.e. his own personal mini-frid. So, the preservative magics are already here!
Oh,
They are.
that would be true.
It's just not that powerful or weird.
It's a little 2.5 foot wide chest, or 1.5, whatever, the dimensions. It's a couple feet.
How big did you say the cleaning stone was?
1 foot diameter, according to its rules as written.
It fits in the bag of holding, 2 feet.
No, that's not what I'm questioning.
Okay. So, Olek, you're going to go investigate this dwarf?
Well, no, they said that I should wait until the poison gas is gone.
Oh no,
Dwarf-
no, he's in
the
the tent.
dwarf gas, yeah.
He's in a tent. We just can't go down into the cellar again. We got him out.
Yeah,
He's in
the
the
fluid that you wanted is down there, and probably best
To
to
be fair,
wait.
I could ask him about
He's
the
asleep
fluid.
right now.
Wake him. Sorry.
No, you don't wake a sleeping dwarf. They're further like that.
Ah! Let sleeping dwarves lie.
She's not wrong. He's not wrong. Yeah, you don't know. That's just something you don't do.
If Aldis was there, he would agree.
All right. So
Yeah,
what
gotta
are you guys gonna do then in the meantime?
Probably go back to the garden.
You want
I mean,
I'll
do a
leave
short
it
rest, or
Cullen's still looking through the books, so...
You guys all made up your decision that you were gonna make a short rest or whatever, but you do whatever you'll do,
I mean, Aldis doesn't need the short rest, quote unquote. Aldis, but with the time that we have, Aldis can clean himself and stuff.
Nice.
Wait,
during
why do we have a short rest?
Everybody just kind of impromptu decided that they were gonna do that, we guess.
do a little recovery after a battle.
Yeah,
Okay.
it takes a little while of walking and talking to people and whatnot.
And getting clean. And Arl's gonna, go to her people, use the cleaning stone, but she's just not gonna quite feel fully clean yet.
Just gonna use the cleaning stone again and again and again.
Yeah, a lot of goof.
Not so much of that, but she's gonna use the cleaning stone once, and then just plan for a nice long bath later. Just to, feel clean.
That's funny.
Because
All
You're
right.
gonna
sometimes
need to shed all of your fur until
So-
to get it out.
So the general assumption then that we can make is that everybody is taking a short rest, as opposed to
Yes.
taking the day off and going for a long rest or what have you. Okay.
Wait, but if we take a short rest, isn't it like evening?
Short rest is an hour. We start in the morning. We still have plenty of time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still day.
It's still
wait,
actually
hey,
probably quite early.
Okay,
Yeah.
I am gonna, with my fellow goblins, I'm gonna strategize a defense in the hour.
A defense, you say? A defense of what?
Of all these magic people.
Do you not have magic users? You don't have magic users in your group, do you?
Only
Well, you see,
Babushka.
no, you have to get the context, right?
Right.
Olek ran away because basically all of his people, they are people that came out of the chaos, or at least that's what they think, right? They came out of the chaos, and
You don't know
chaos
that in
wants them back.
character. You don't know that in character.
No, this is just what I'm
Yeah.
telling you so that you have an idea.
Yeah.
Chaos wants them back. That's what they think, right? And so they try everything they can to stay away from magic, because that way chaos cannot find them and cannot claim them back.
Okay, that makes sense.
But you are all magic users and Olek is not.
He's
And-
the only non-caster in the party.
And the thing is, right, he doesn't see his psychic blades as magic. He doesn't see them even as weapons, because when you poke someone with it, he doesn't bleed. So to him, this is not even a weapon, it's a sleeping tool. Make the people go to sleep tool.
You send them to the farm forever.
Take a
Yeah.
long nap. Just take a long nap, a power coma, if you will.
Pretty much. And that's also why he keeps on claiming he's a pacifist. He's super upset at Aldis, because Aldis made him take out a knife. Even though he's a pacifist.
God. Oh no.
I mean,
He
Aldis
doesn't-
didn't make
this
you do
is-
shit. He just cast fairy fire. Like, goddamn. Fucking blaming me for everything.
This is, for the record, an absolute assertion that Olek is completely unaware that his psychic abilities kill people.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
He does not
Would I
know
realize this?
that he's
Would I-
taking people's lives.
Can I roll an insight to see if I at least would be able to garner that he has absolutely no idea that he is actively killing people with psychic blades?
That would absolutely be an insight, yes.
Could I roll it too? Because why the hell not?
Sure.
Go for it.
So,
Ah,
can I just say something? Completely unrelated.
No.
Uh,
Yeah, okay, what?
I just did the calculation. Those cleansing stones, they weigh 90.5 pounds.
Well. Doesn't the cleansing stone have a weight listed?
No, it doesn't.
Why would it be 90.5 pounds?
Because it is a sphere.
A foot
What?
diameter stone.
Yeah, it's a foot.
Yeah, but stone doesn't always have the same thickness.
We think that he's probably using the most conservative estimates.
A 1 foot sphere of stone. Is that what you're going with?
Yeah.
I thought it was a disc.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. To be
Nope,
honest with
it's
you.
a sphere.
That's fair.
jeez.
I
Yeah.
feel another rumble from my bag of holding and reasserts itself again.
This reality once again reasserts.
What in the hell is going on in my fucking bag of holding?
Yeah, but I thought no. No, reality says no.
So the cleansing stone has no stated weight because I'm pretty sure in the book it's just sitting on a pedestal. And it's like, oh, the
There.
players are never gonna steal this 90-pound piece of stone.
Yeah, they're generally actually incorporated into like fountains and statues and stuff.
But like, it on 5e tools, it just has a dash for its weight.
Lame. Oh my god, lame. Oh jeez.
But yeah,
Okay.
there you go. It weighs 90 pounds.
That's
So
funny.
it seems, and tell me if I'm wrong here, it seems that I at least am aware of the fact that that he's actively killing people with the psychic blades, and legit does not think so.
It would appear to Torner that Olek might not know that he's killing people. Yeah.
I think, and I'm just thinking this to myself. I'm just going to keep this to myself. I don't want to break him right now. I don't want to break him in general, but I don't want to break him in general. But this seems like something that would be just a little bit much for him to handle right now. So I'm just gonna.
The worst thing, worse than a psychopathic serial killer, is an innocent person who kills people without even knowing.
I'm just gonna keep this on the back burner unless it becomes pertinent later. I'm going during an interrogation. Torner's just gonna keep this to himself until he hears Olek say something like, "I'm gonna put you to sleep if you don't tell me what I want to know," kind of thing. You might want to hold off on that.
Whoa! Olek, slow down.
The other question is, we tell or tell to the other people?
Yeah, Torner, are you going to tell everybody else?
No, I'm keeping this to myself.
This is 15 enough, or is that
No, Torner's the only one who knows.
Gotcha. Just wanted to know.
It's one of those things, everybody will figure it out in their own time.
Oh, no.
They just gotta get the right bits of information from Olek.
I'm just gonna keep this to myself.
Alright. So, at least if you get just like a 1 hour short rest or whatever, an hour goes by, nothing terribly eventful happens, you can get your hit points and all that back, etc.
Do I, so Cullen would not be thoroughly reading any of these books? I'm just kind of interested in what there is.
Oh!
He's skimming.
Nothing magical, mostly, fiction, non-fiction, reference.
What kind of non-fiction? Because I just got a book that one of our party members would be very interested in.
Let's see.
If you want to come up with it between sessions, that's fine.
History, let's do a quick. It is a history book.
Ooh.
Oh. I think I'm gonna take that. For sure.
We love how we rolled the die on Roll20, and everybody here can see everybody can see this because this is a recording. It landed on the edge side down. So it is not 1 like the thing says. It's actually between 4 and 1.
Oh shit!
Huh. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. The dice options. I should have known that.
We've been doing the dice options, and so we just rolled a D4, and it landed on 2 and 3 as the edge that was on the ground. So it's just pointing its edge right up at us instead of a point. It's hilarious. Hour goes by, everything is going well, the children are laughing, the people are setting up camp and taking care of things and collecting water from the river and so forth.
And the goblins are building their little goblin fortress.
And the goblins are building a little goblin fortress, yes, which is mostly made out of sticks. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fucking great. So what are you guys gonna do now that you are on stuff?
During that short rest, I just went over to my fellow herders and druids and kind of tipped out this now giant-ass stone out of my bag of holding to we need to find something to do with this, guys.
Right.
Just kind of set this off to the side for now, and I'll put something together for it in a little while.
Yeah.
Those cleansing stones take up 1/5 of your bag of holding.
Jeez.
I just dumped that fucker out on the ground.
Because it can hold 500 pounds.
Anyone recognize this thing? Yeah, you remember that cleaning stone that I got for everyone that we've been using, just kind of passing around? Be lucky that you weren't holding it when reality reclaimed it, because now this is what it is. So, yeah, this is a thing. Be careful. Don't hold things over your head.
This is canon now.
Looney Tune physics is just the frontier.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorta. No, we're definitely going to canonize it that, like, when you guys left with those cleansing stones, they were, like, the size of your fist, and now they're all 1 foot in diameter. Because reality.
Yeah, never mind.
Alright, so what are you gonna do now? Aside from yeah.
The post-short rest.
If
Yeah.
the goblins are set up camp, then Olek probably doesn't rest, does he?
I know, like, can rest. Do a short rest, yeah.
Okay.
Damn it.
We'll allow it.
So, back in to take a look at the garden?
Is that
Yeah.
the plan? We were absolutely waiting for you guys to make your decision.
Hold on, we gotta
has-
finish clearing out
Holden
the
can't
place.
really give his input because he's currently reading.
Yeah, he's just reading in one of the proprietor's rooms, which does count as a short rest.
It doesn't
Well,
take
there-
a lot to, read.
There's only one thing I need to do as a short rest, and it's get back one spell slot.
Do it.
Oh, you have natural recovery too?
No, I didn't take any damage.
He's a wizard.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want to go back into the rug room, as it's called?
Oh yeah, we do have that rug room to deal with too.
You have the rug room. That would be the first one before you ever even get to the garden.
I guess. Yeah,
I
I'd say
assume
we.
you have roll 20 open so everybody. Nice. That's 20 hit points, Olek.
Excellent.
Actually, I'm
Excellent.
helping Olek with this real quick.
Cool beans.
Yeah, I always forgot how to do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I forgot about your periaptic wound closure. You could have been using fewer hit dice on your rest.
Yeah, well. You know, they were 5 anyway. Should I take one away one, though, right?
Yeah, you re-rolled it, so you only take away one of them.
Okay.
You could spend another if you want the extra 1 hit point.
That's not worth it.
Fair enough.
Alright, so... Back inside?
Yeah, back inside. We can retrieve Calden on the way on our way to the rug room.
Excellent. The rug room is just a few rooms away from Calden, so it's true.
Yeah.
Alright, so you are going into the back rug room dealy, and the spiders will absolutely show you where the rug room is. You are, after all, on contract, so they at least, they totally like, oh yeah, it's right here, that's where you go, this is the place we can't go into. So it is the 4th proprietor's room, right next to the servants' quarters. Are you going to burst in through some special means or what have you? The door is yet closed.
We should probably, with Mage Hand, check to see if it's locked or not.
It is not
Locked or trapped.
It is not locked or trapped.
Can
Yeah,
I
let's,
investigate?
You may investigate. Absolutely. You can always investigate, unless we say otherwise. Roll your investigation. Or don't. Okay.
Yeah, no, it just takes a while.
As far as you know, this door is totally fine. Checks out.
Perfectly normal door.
Perfectly normal door. Mm-hmm.
Perfectly normal door.
I'm gonna open it.
Oh, okay, yeah, it opens. And inside, you see about 7 things that look like this.
Yep.
All piled up on top of each other.
Furcanada.com.
Honestly, that was
it's a bear
supposed to-
rug.
It's a bear rug. Yeah, it's a grizzly bear rug, and it was supposed to be a picture. Not.
And they only get pissed off when you step on them, right?
Well, they say that they don't like being stepped on, and they seem to be just piled up all over all the floors. It's just like the other ones. It's big enough that, it's big, but it's also small enough that you can literally get across it in like one move. So we're not going to need to do any of this in Tailspire or anything like that, because you are at any given point in this room approximately one move away from anything that you could hit.
Alright,
Curious about something real quick. Olek, what's your little shrunken head thingy doing?
Yeah, what is my shrunken head thingy doing?
Well, it started chattering when somebody cast Mage Hand, but it's not chattering after that.
Okay, so the mage hand was chatter, but other than that, it was fine.
And
Does
Arl's gonna...
Oleg's shrunken head chatter every time Aldis tries to drink from his bottle of endless coffee?
No, it only chatters when spells are cast nearby.
It's a magic item, so that's why I was checking. Also, the
Alright.
bottle does not dispense, unfortunately.
Sad.
Here's what I'm thinking. Here, watch out, guys. Let the guy that knows animals come in here and take a look at this.
Makes sense.
These are bear rugs. All right. And
They
they
are
said they don't
bearskin
like being
rugs.
walked on, so I'm gonna poke one in the face with my staff just to see what happens.
Oh, wow. Okay, fair enough. That is a thing. You just poke one just generically.
I'm gonna kind of nudge it right in the neck area with my staff, just kind of, hey, you awake?
Hey, do something.
We are going to do a quick roll for that.
Oh boy.
Let it begin.
And here I had an idea to maybe avoid it.
So far as you can tell, there is no movement. It's just a bearskin rug.
Hmm.
And Arl's gonna walk up. Maybe we should try just rolling them up. We could put them away if they don't, if they have no objection to being rolled up.
Might want to do that with us.
We heard might want to do that with
With the mage hand.
They are obviously more than 5 pounds.
Alright.
Bearskin's heavy.
Hang on. Mage hand has a 10-pound limit.
They are obviously
I
more than 10
didn't know if you could
pounds.
still roll them up. It's not picking up the whole thing, but fair enough.
And,
All right.
he's gonna be like, no, I want to see this.
We just have to be gentle with them, show them respect. They probably don't like being walked on because they think it's disrespectful. I mean, look, they were once proud bears. So maybe a little bit of care, and they'll be just fine to just be stuffed away somewhere. Oop.
He's back.
Oh.
I'm back.
Cool.
All right.
So-
Who
Go on,
wants
so-
to help
and
me
I'll
roll
do it.
one?
Oh, Torner, you're the one who's stepping up. Who's stepping up with Torner to roll one?
And Arl's going to try to help as well.
Alright, so Gnarl and Torner come up and touch the thing, and both of you roll a dexterity save.
Ah, damn. Oh.
Well, shit.
Torner, you, as you try to go and grab the bearskin rug growls at you and then envelops you inside of it. So we shall roll a
Oh,
quick...
jeez.
Oh no, yeah, okay. Never mind. Yeah,
Roll
it
initiative.
just
Of course it
envelops you inside of it. Everybody roll initiative.
My internet's cutting out. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The bearskin rug envelops you on the surprise round. Everybody rolls initiative.
Make sure to click your tokens.
And we shall roll for the bearskin rugs.
I mean, it was a good idea.
It was. Just didn't work.
I was hoping that would go a different way. I might still try it.
So, 11 is the initiative of the bearskin rugs, if you don't mind, Anase.
Working on it now.
Sweet, sweet.
And there are how many?
7.
Oh, jeez.
What the initiative was? What again? I'm sorry.
11 for the bearskin.
Actually, we're going to retcon that and make that into 5. Yeah, there's 5 of them. Because looking at the challenge
Oh,
rating,
5
7
of
is...
them, sorry.
Yeah, looking at
Alright,
the
give me
challenge
1
rating... Oh, yeah. Yeah, looking at the challenge rating, we probably should not send more than 5 at you. Yup,
Poor
yup.
corner below the rocks.
This is just going to traumatize Torner even more. He
We
can't
love that
trust
every
cutlery.
episode.
He can't trust.
It's an
He
animal,
can't-
it's okay.
It's a no.
They're animals,
I
it's
can't-
okay.
I can't even trust rugs. Torner's just not having a good time. This trip is bullshit.
It gets even better.
Oh
The
no.
funniest part of it is that just moments ago, Olek was like, you should not poke a sleeping, dwarf or bear or whatever.
And now you mention you poked a sleeping bear.
And Torner's wrapped up in this rug and is now thinking, it just isn't my day. What the
It's
fuck?
not.
Can I
This just is
assume
not my
Olek
day.
needs the rug?
Huh?
30 score?
We did not hear what you said.
Olek and the Rugs both have an 11 on initiative. Can I assume Olek wins? Because
He has a much better dexterity. Yes, he has a
Yeah.
much better dexterity.
Yeah, he's got the better dexterity.
All right, so it's my turn. Since I won the initiative.
Yeah, presumably.
All right. Would it be reasonable to say that Colton already has sort of, considering he was told that this is a room that has,
Killer rugs.
Killer rugs.
It is the killer rug room. What are you assuming?
Well, would it be okay to assume that Colton has his sword out and then it's lit?
Oh yeah, no problem.
Alright.
You can all have your weapons and everything out. That's no. You were ready
Alright.
for a fight.
All right. So Colton is going to blade song,
Very nice.
of course. And am I able to attack the rug that has Horner in it without
You are
hitting Horner?
Well, you are absolutely able to attack the rug that is enveloping Torner.
I don't like that answer. I really don't like that answer. But you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway.
Do it. Do it.
No advantage. 27 hits.
27 absolutely hits.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
So what's your total damage against it?
That's 18. That would be 26. 31.
Deals
Corner.
piercing, fire,
Corner.
and thunder.
Torner, you take 15 damage.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I got it.
yeah, he got you too. When he hit the thing that was
From
enveloping
within.
you, he hit you too.
From within
Nice.
the rug, as soon as this thing impacts, you hear.
Ah! Rough. Anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay. And
was gonna say-
it's your turn.
Oh. Okay.
We can totally,
I'm-
we can totally see the little bunny like standing back as Torner is like, getting completely enveloped and then stabbed by one of the party mates and be like, ah, and then I'll be like, huh,
More like trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to, either how to get him out of there or how to do something to this rug and not hurt him.
super calm, like, huh,
Super calm, super calculated. Slightly confused. My plan didn't work? How dare it?
all right. So,
I mean, maybe Moonbeam? Because it is... I'm trying to logic this out because my train of thought is Moonbeam will do damage to the rug, but not Tornor because Tornor's covered by the rug.
In RL, don't make us make the 110 rule for you. Make up your mind.
All right, yeah, she'll start. She'll cast Moonbeam, and center it where it's getting the rug Tornors in, and maybe any others if possible.
It's a 5-foot radius.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
all
5 foot
right.
radius.
So we're going to say that you can hit 3 rugs, or you can hit Tornor.
I think I'll go with the 3 rugs.
3 rugs. All right. Roll for DC 16 Constitution? Question mark, right?
Yes. Constitution.
Okay. Alright, let's just do a quick rolly boy here. 1, he does not. He definitely does not. That one does. So 2 out of 3 bearskin rugs take full damage.
Yep, and the other one will take half damage. And that is the damage.
We see.
Yeah, that's not a lot of damage.
It singes them a little bit, and now they seem to be angry.
Yeah.
Done with your turn?
Yeah. Actually, do I have... I think I have something with... No, I can't really do anything with my bonus action right now.
Oh, fair enough. You can bunny hop the fuck out of there.
Actually, yeah, that would be a good idea. Do a little rabbit hop, 15... No, yeah,
Back
15?
through the door.
back towards the door, just, little, okay, I'm out of here.
Yeah, it would be through the door, because you are, barely in the room.
True.
Yeah. So you boink out of there, and then it is Aldis' turn. Aldis, the rugs are coming alive.
Quick question. The rug that's enveloping Tornor, is it, grappling him, or...
It's
Let me ask a more specific
all
question.
around him. Yes, it's grappling him.
Okay, so then could I use my telekinetic shove to get Tornor out of there, or do I need to shove the rug?
Well, Tornor last episode was being grappled by a Snallygaster, and because this last week went so fast that we just didn't have any time to prepare or look it up, we're going to stick with our last ruling and establish precedent and say you can telekinetic shove either one of them if you want to separate them.
Then, Tornor, I'm going to use my bonus action and pull you out of the rug.
I was gonna say, you could have shoved the rug off of him into the Moonbeam.
That's also true.
Is the Moonbeam 5 feet away?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will risk it and do it on the rug then. Give me a strength save.
Can do. We don't imagine 11, does it?
DC 16. No, it does not. The rug is shoved away.
Into the Moonbeam. And, presumably needs to make a Constitution check?
Yep, Constitution save of 16.
And does not, so takes 7 damage.
Yep.
Alright,
Ouchie.
and then following that up, how many can I get in Fairy Fire? What was it, 20-foot cube? Can I get all of them?
We don't think so. But we'll say you can get 3.
How
we'll
many
say you can get 4.
Alright, that's worth it. I will cast Fairy Fire. Give me dexterity saving throws.
Can do.
DC 16.
Doink. Yes. No. No. Yes. Okay, so you fairy fired 2 of them.
Which 2?
That's pretty good.
Doesn't matter at this point. We'll say the most damaged ones.
Yeah, the ones that have taken a little bit of a beating, because kind of hard to be dexterous when you're hurting.
Yeah.
Even for rugs.
So yes. All right. You have fairy fired them, Aldis.
Alright, that concludes...
Okay. Olek, you are next.
Olek.
These rugs are coming alive.
First question, is the dwarf out?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the dwarf's been out for a while. Yeah, the dwarf's in camp.
No.
No.
Me, I'm free.
Oh yeah. Torner, yes, Torner is free. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
God damn rugs.
Alright, I'm going Psychic Blade on them.
All right.
Oh no.
Do I have advantage?
If you aim for one of the fairy fire ones.
Yeah, if you aim for one of the fairy fire ones, yeah.
Alright.
Oh!
Wow.
Wait a
You-
sec, wait a sec. I
can reroll
have,
ones.
what is it called? Cybolstered something?
Side bolstered, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that just adds to it. A natural 1 is automatically a miss, regardless.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah,
See how the
unless you
numbers
can
are
actually... Yeah, unless you can actually change that, like, to
So
a
you roll
different
one of them,
roll
so it's an automatic
entirely.
miss.
Yeah, no. Long story short, you go for the psychic blades, and they just don't even come on, man. You're like, BAM! And it's like, and you're like, come on. He's shaking his hand over here. He's like, come on, man.
Okay.
Yep.
Kind of like that one scene in the first Spider-Man movie where he's trying to learn how to spray the webs. Just throwing out different little hand signs, trying to get something to happen.
That roll really was not yours.
No,
Jesus.
that's cool. It happens.
No, natural 1, and then 2 natural ones on the damage.
Oh,
The sneak-
holy shit.
Like,
That
It's
wasn't
okay.
two natural
Getting
ones
them
on the
out
damage.
of the way
that
now.
was. There's
The
inner
sneak
sneak.
dice.
Yeah, the sneak.
The sneak damage.
Getting them out of the way now.
Okay.
Wait a second.
Well, fair enough.
I'm confused here. But if I roll a 1 or a 2, can't I re-roll?
No, that was the hit dice. That's your health. That was the black
Oh,
blood
okay.
healing.
Never mind.
Yeah. No, totally
This is an
reasonable.
attack roll.
But you have a bonus action if you want to use that for anything.
Like attack.
Yeah, you could attack again. Get your sneak off.
Normal attack, yeah?
With
Offhand.
advantage.
Oh yeah, with advantage though, yeah.
Because of the fairy fire.
Yes. All right,
Nice.
that one does hit at the thing, and it does not seem to respond to your psychic blades.
Alright.
Well,
The sneak damage.
They're constructs.
yeah, they're constructs.
I got a question.
Oh my goodness.
What's your question?
Still apply the sneak damage?
No.
Alright.
Because the psychic damage is the vehicle through which the sneak damage gets through. So if you're not doing any damage at all with your preferred damage type, you're obviously not doing extra damage with sneak attack.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and we're just gonna say that because of how psychic blades work. Yeah. Olek, your turn done then? We can see
Sorry?
you've done it. Yeah, your turn's
Well,
done
I
then?
thought I've attacked them with both, and nothing seems to work, so I just
Okay.
stay away, go a bit away, and there I go. That's my round.
So, as one of them, or as, or Olek, sorry, we're very mixed up today. The bear skin, one of the bear skins, the one that just got thrown off of Torner, lets out a hideous supernatural and, all of you roll DC wisdom checks, or DC 13 wisdom checks. Saves, sorry.
I cut out slightly. Am I rolling a save?
Everybody is rolling a save.
Yeah, wisdom save.
Actually, NRL is not.
Oh?
Even though, because you bounced back out of range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I did have a brief moment of, are you gonna bring some like predator prey stuff in here? Because a bear just roared and Gnarl's a rabbit.
It's just a menacing roar in general. Everybody gets frightened if they fail their save.
Okay.
And on that note, everybody fails their save.
Oh no!
It seems. So all of you are now frightened of all of these things except for an RL. A creature that is frightened this way must spend its turn trying to move away as far away from the rug as it can. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use dodge action. At the end of its turn, when it takes damage, the creature may repeat the saving throw. So, long story short, on their turn, everybody except for Inarel is just compelled to leave the room.
Oh no.
As fast as they can. So, for the record, since you will of course be using your disengage actions to get away, that's legal. You're not gonna let yourself get killed as you run away. We're gonna say that the fight can functionally be over for now, unless everyone wants to keep going.
I mean, Aldis wants to go back in and beat up these rugs.
Well, sure, but you have to spend at least 1 minute, about a minute away from them. So the fight's functionally over, because they're not going to leave the room and chase after you. So,
everybody's turn comes afterwards, so yeah, I guess.
Everybody's turn comes afterwards, so the fight is functionally over.
Yeah. Inaro probably would have tried to do some. I was gonna say, Inaro probably would have tried to do something since she wasn't intimidated, but then she had a bunch of people running at her, so being she did kind of get carried out of the room with them.
Well, that's a waste
done
of a
with
fairy fire.
We're Corner's just done with all this cutlery and rugs and shit. He's just he's gonna take a day. He's gonna go get a night's sleep. He's done for the day. This is no. He's running out there like, nope, that's a whole lot of fuck that.
This is indeed a thing that happens.
Oh my goodness.
That's really funny though. We like that a lot. Everybody failed their fight
I need proficiency wisdom saves.
I am proficient on wisdom saves, and I still failed.
It's hilarious. We love it.
Oh
we love
my
it a
goodness.
lot. So you found that pick. So if you're taking a day, you can revisit the Pickled Dwarf, of course. Fair enough.
I'm gonna have to pop off here and run interference with the kid. She's starting to be a little bit of a pain.
Oh boy!
How long have we been on for this?
Like
we've been in for almost 2 hours. We can end the session a little early and have it be a short session if everybody's okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, World 1 ends.
Yeah, we're good. All right, okay. So thanks a bunch for coming, everybody. This was a short comical session that we really liked. Actually, it was very funny, especially the Olek stuff. And we have the Pickled Dwarf. We have found out what the animated bearskin rugs look like. It was good. We hope everybody had fun. There was a lot of laughs today. So, yeah, thanks a bunch, everybody, for coming. Stay safe, stay inside, stay healthy, and remember to help each other. Everybody, feel free to say goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Wisdom saving throws. Get your proficiency.
I have proficiency and I failed hard.
Oh, yeah, this is still so funny.
Don't worry. Level 7, Flash of Genius. It's coming. And when it arrives,